Hi there, it's Dave at eqc400. Just going to demonstrate the Autel Ultra without the EV pack on this Mercedes eqc400. We've been asked to demonstrate this for a local college. Bit unorganised, so you just have to bear with us on the way that we're making this video. So as you can see, we've got a 2022 Mercedes eqc400 AMG. Currently on the dyno. Ignition on using the Autel Ultra. So this is a non-EV package. The EV package isn't currently in the UK. We're just going to show you the capabilities of this tool. So what we'll do is we'll do an auto detect. As you can see, detected the VIN number, Mercedes-Benz. Decodes it, eqc293, electric motor vehicle, 280. As you can see, gives you a full breakdown of the year 2021, which is obviously the manufacturer date, registered 2022. So this system's got full topology on it. So as you can see, it will break down into various systems, different campus systems and subsystems. You can view it in the topology, or you can view it in the list form. You can see how quick it scans. It will show you. You can see you got LIN bus and you got standard CAN, or whatever this model uses. You can see on the side, you can go into individual control units, hot functions, and so on. You can also show in list form, and you can go through on your list form. As you can see, this vehicle has got some faults in there, and due to the high voltage side of things. What we're going to do is we're going to do a quick rundown of a few of the high voltage modules. So what we will do is fuel cell management. Let's go into there. Obviously this is one of the fault codes on there. Fuel cell management is all about the charging process, how it charges, when it stops, and everything else. We'll have a look at the trouble codes first. So we've got freeze frame data and trouble code and description. I'll look in some live data. Let's have a look in voltages. So we can see what voltage we've got on the 12 volt side of things, and obviously the high voltage side of things. We can currently see what we're sitting at, 387 volts with a maximum of 420. 12 volt side of things, because this vehicle has got a 12 volt jump start point, we're sitting at 12.1. Obviously it uses a lot of 12 volt stuff in there as well. Current values, the car's sat idle with the headlights on, so it's got a current draw of 0.2. You can see all the various information. A lot of information is repeated because that's the way it is. Charging process. You can see all the charging processes. The lock position of the caps, the interlock position of the main contactors and stuff like that. Active tests on this vehicle. So we got, most importantly, the high voltage component lock. So anytime we're working on components, we can lock out the high voltage. Obviously it's good practice, and you can see here we've got different options. We have got expert coding if needed. Let's have a look at another high voltage. So this is twin battery pack version, 250 range on there. So we've got two BMS battery management systems, 1 and 2. Both of them will be repeated because they're pretty much identical batteries across the both. Again, we've got no trouble codes. Live data. So you can see the status of contactors, battery cells, the voltage. You can see when they've been over discharged or overcharged. You can see the resistance on the isolation circuit, the status of the interlock circuit, temperatures, CAN signals, and so on. So if we look at the 12 volt on there, it'll just give us the status of it. So you can see terminal 15's on, the high voltage, current draw on the high voltage, which is currently 1.8, which will be the heating that's currently on the headlights. Status of contactors. So you can see exactly where we are. Battery cells, you can see the status of battery cells. This is one battery pack out of the two, so we're sitting at 4.04 average. You can see how many battery cells, the total of them as well. What I'm going to do is on active test. So you've got the high voltage component lock again, and you've got interlock circuit and everything else. It's repeated exactly on the same on the battery pack 2 as well. And you've got the overall battery management system, which is an ECU which sort of looks over the whole system. We're going to look on the live data, and we're going to repeat again the same as what we've got, but it will look as an overall. So as you can see there, active tests on here, isolation measurement, signal lock, and high component voltage lock again. You'll notice that in most of the high voltage ECUs, very important. As you can see, all your standard stuff, head units, central displays, chargers, it's got every single bit of kit in there. This is what it's not fitted with, as you can see. So yeah, we've got everything on there. Hot functions, let's have a look in there. You may not get half of this stuff. This is generic hot functions for everything. We'll click on BMS because we know this is applicable to this vehicle. It may throw nothing. So as you can see on the BMS, we got confirmation of battery change. Obviously this is swapping out the high voltage battery and reprogramming it. So we're going to escape on there. Retrofit, most Mercedes have got this on there. However, on this being such a new model, I very doubt that we've got anything in the retrofit system. And be very careful retrofitting stuff to Mercedes. It's not always straightforward. As you can see, it's not supported. So we'll go back to auto scan. So that's it. So this is just a brief overview of Autel Ultra and an EV vehicle and the capabilities of it. It's very ad hoc. Excuse for the shaky hands, and enjoy. Thank you very much.